Welcome back to Demented Collective. As always, I'm Gary.
David.
Dalton.
This is Dalton. Okay, so we watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Dalton picked it. Why'd you pick it, Dalton?
I picked it because I grew up in a really religious family, and when I picked it at the time, I thought it was super spooky. But looking back on it now, it was not as spooky as I remember, but still a good movie, I think.
This movie sucks. Okay, so it took 6 minutes to do the credits. 6 minutes and 12 seconds was when it said directed by Scott Derrickson. And then it gets into the movie kind of thing.
Who's Scott Derrickson?
Director.
Okay, but...
That's the last credit. It's always director.
No, I'm saying, but okay, you usually have the info on this stuff. What else has he done?
I don't know.
You didn't bother looking?
No, I looked up what the stars did, but I didn't look up what he did.
Okay, yeah. I'm on it.
No. But, okay, so he's going to look that up. Exorcism of Emily Rose, 2005. So how old were you in 2005?
2005, I was 4 years old.
So you're a youngin'.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to be hearing the new slang?
Yeah, you can. Infinite Riz.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. He also did...
Riz is like flirting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why not just say flirting?
Yeah, Riz is better.
Oh, is it?
Aura points.
It's what?
Like, you know aura is? That's another new slang thing. It's like plus 20 aura, like if you don't fall and like you almost fell.
Like karma kind of thing?
It's like a D&D slang.
Yeah, kind of. It's like you...
There's D&D slang coming out?
Yeah, except it's not D&D. It's like it's like aura is what they're calling it now. Like you know, like when Joe Biden's
you
like
wacky kids and your whippersnappers, your diet
Dude,
sodas and hula hoops. The heck?
All these different... We got like 3 different generations right here.
Yeah.
40, 30.
That's true, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Exorcism of Emily Rose. A lawyer takes on a negligent homicide case involving a priest who performed an exorcism on a young girl. Directed by Scott Derrickson. Did you find anything?
Yeah. Dude, this guy did Sinister. He did The Black Phone. He did the first Doctor Strange film. So apparently, out of those like that, this is the only film where he was kind of like...
I'm telling you, man, it maybe it was bad, but for its time, it was not that bad.
Yeah, maybe it was good at the time. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it one and I was just kind of like, meh. But I also probably got a little desensitized early on. I said, you know, when your mom's all like, "Hey, you want to watch an R-rated film?" Yeah.
It stars Laura Linney. She's in Ozark, that Netflix show.
Oh yeah, isn't that Bateman's wife?
Are they married? I don't know. She's
no,
in it
like
with him.
in the movie, I mean TV series.
Yes, she's the wife of Bateman in
The TV
Ozark.
series. Yeah.
And then a movie called Kinsey. I don't know if you saw that.
No, but did you know Ozark isn't even filmed in the Ozarks?
I believe it.
It's filmed in Georgia.
I believe it. Yeah, they have good tax breaks there.
Oh yeah.
Like Walking Dead and all that. They're all filmed there.
It's it's either Georgia or Canada. It's one of those 2 places.
Tom Wilkinson is the priest. He was in The Full Monty. You never seen The Full Monty?
No, I'll show you my Full Monty.
That's kind of what it... Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what the full Monty is.
That's what it is. Yeah. Batman Begins.
Is that the one with... Oh, wait, no, it's Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale one.
Ignore me.
And he's done a ton of stuff. Like the Grand Budapest Hotel, just stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. Jennifer Carpenter is Emily. And she was in Dexter. She's Dexter's sister in the original Dexter series.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. She looks like
she's
got a face like a catcher's mitt.
What?
A face like a catcher's mitt.
Okay,
so
like
her face reminds me of
it takes a lot of balls
the
to the
Aztec
face?
guy in Puma Man.
Puma Man?
Yeah, with Donald Pleasance. I'm speaking like people know what this is.
Puma Man!
I'm going to put up a comparison of Jennifer Carpenter and the Aztec guy. They have very similar faces. They're really long, and look like a catcher's mitt. Anyways, it's Puma Man with Donald Pleasance. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's fun. It's bad.
I love that.
It's really
the
bad.
first picture
at,
right off the gate is...
Where am I at?
Yeah, that. I heard you speak.
Oh, dude, I don't know where to jump in at, man.
Okay, well, we're starting the movie now.
Okay, we're
6
starting the
minutes
movie.
and 12 seconds of credits. and then 32 minutes of talking.
Yeah, 32 minutes of talking sounds about right.
Oh, I timed it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because what? Like most of it, like it's flash forward, flashback, flash forward, flashback. Stop.
We didn't get a flashback until 32 minutes in.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Well, besides that first one, huh?
At the very beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, nothing interesting though.
Oh shit.
But what I mean by interesting, 32 minutes in, is when Emily starts seeing things. And it's the flash. She looks at her student next to her.
She sees the flash.
Yes. And she sees the blackness coming out of his
Defender of the
eyes or
universe?
something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, she looks and sees a student that looks like a person who like looks like they're dead.
Yeah, and
Kind of like a ghoul.
black
Oh.
coming out, a ghoulish face kind of
Uh-huh.
thing. Yeah. And that was the first thing that happened that kind of caught my, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Something interesting.
Or the mirror with like the little face in it.
Yeah. I was playing video games when I watched it.
That's crazy, bro.
That's why I have two screens. One for movie, one for
It was
game.
like,
Oh my god.
this movie sucks.
Yeah. This is crap. Well, no, that's why I pulled up video games. Is because all they were doing was talking. Okay, this is boring. So
And by video
I'm gonna pull
games,
something
he
up.
mean porn.
What?
Yeah, this movie sucks.
Yes.
Oh god, he
Yes, that's
struck
what I
his shit.
mean.
Had
Exactly.
lotion on his shit. Oh god, he did.
Spider eating scene. What'd you think of that, Dalton?
Me? I don't know. I thought it was pretty like goofy. I don't know how else to put it because she was like making some funny faces.
Yes.
Yeah, they weren't really scary. She was like,
She does a silent scream.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, what the hell is she doing? What is this? Apparently, that's what got her the job. She did the silent scream face in the audition, and the director was freaked out from it. So that's how she got the job.
I don't know.
I don't like this movie.
I've seen freakier things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean,
And yeah, that whole scene, that was bad. I don't like it. There's, oh man, I'm trying to think of the line. I didn't even bother writing it down. There's two lines. One guy, and it's just bad. The delivery was bad. I don't know. I'm just gonna end up crapping all over this movie. And I feel
Okay,
bad
man.
about it because this is like a nostalgia movie for Dalton.
well, looking back on it, man, definitely was not as gassy as some of the movies I've seen. This was not a great pick for me, but we got a shit.
Well,
on it.
no, you gave me 3 movies. It was
Mm-hmm.
Hereditary, Emily
Midsommar.
Rose, and Midsummer.
I don't know what the third one was, to be honest.
This is the one I hadn't seen. Mm-hmm. So I went with the one I hadn't seen thinking, okay, cool, something new. Let's give it a shot. I know Hereditary's good. I know Midsummer's good.
Hereditary's good.
Hereditary's gas, man.
I don't know. I was a bigger fan of Midsommar.
Midsummer was pretty crazy.
But-
Yeah, that was
too.
great.
Yeah.
In my defense,
If
I do have a bit of a crush on,
so,
Florence
for
Pugh.
a slow burn, it's a slow burn, and I think they were trying to do a slow burn on this one too. But Hereditary would have blown this out of the water.
No, Ari
It still
Aster,
does.
man, is just he's an amazing director. Like you can't. Dude, he has such a good record. A24 is like, how much money do you want for this
Right,
film?
exactly, yeah.
Okay, here you go. We don't get we don't care if it's gonna succeed or not. Just
He's-
shut up and take our
He's made
money.
his name now that you'll see it because it has Ari Aster on it.
Oh, yeah. Beau's Afraid. That film was weird, and
That
I
movie
mean,
was crazy. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, that was nuts. It was
Oh.
just anxiety inducing the whole
I haven't
time.
even seen it.
fantastic film.
I didn't see it.
Fantastic.
Don't watch it, man.
It technically
Oh.
bombed at the box office, I think, because it didn't make its money back. But I
It
think
probably
was,
will.
Not
over time.
Kubrick. Who was one of those other big ones?
What do you mean? Stanley Kubrick? The Shining bombed.
No, not Shining. No, it was another.
That was up for a Razzie.
Who did The Departed?
The Departed.
Scorsese. No, I think
Oh,
it was
right.
Scorsese who said
DiCaprio.
that Beau's Afraid is going to be underappreciated in this time. But
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to turn into a classic.
oh yeah, and
That happened a lot in the 80s.
yeah, and
Like
who
The
better-
Shining. I mean,
Have any of you guys seen Long Legs?
Oh, Dong Legs, not yet.
yeah, we
Oh,
haven't seen Don
dude.
Legs.
Don Legs, bro. It's pretty good.
I've heard good things
Yeah,
about it. but-
we've seen good stuff about it. It has Nick Cage. I'll watch anything with Nick Cage because
Yeah.
he's usually it's goofy. Usually,
Willy's Wonderland, or was it Wally's? Is it Willy's or Wally's?
I think it's Willie's,
No,
yeah.
Willy's Wonderland. Honestly, I kind of, I don't know. I enjoyed that a little bit more than Five
You
Nights at
probably should
Freddy's.
have. Yeah.
Just because, I don't know. Nick Cage, his movies, like for a while there, they were like, "Dude, what are you doing with your life, Nick Cage?" And then now he's like, "Okay, you're making a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing good, Mr. Cage."
I-
Just don't do
didn't he win
Ghost
Best
Rider
Actor
again.
for Snake Eyes.
Never seen it.
I have no
It was
idea.
in the 90s.
I'm just
Before your time, youngin.
I
For my
know
tab.
I know he was.
We're
really
kind of
reputable.
shooting the breeze because there's not much to talk about in this movie.
Like,
It's a whole lot of
seriously.
courtroom drama.
It is courtroom
Dun
drama.
dun.
It's a thriller. It's not
Dun,
really
Nah.
a straight up horror.
Yeah, and it's PG-13.
One of
Yeah.
those few.
So there's not any great kills in it, or
Well, even like it doesn't. Horror film doesn't have to be R to be a great film. I mean,
No,
honestly,
I know. Lights Out is good.
Lights Out, fantastic example. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, family-friendly horror movie that honestly was pretty good. Did well enough.
I
to
didn't
get
make
a
it all the way
sequel.
through.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
I
remember
know.
why. It's not because I was bored. Something interrupted me, and I just never got around back to it.
Kind of like me with Avatar. That's why I can't finish it.
I've never
You haven't seen either of them?
I've never
No.
seen either.
You never seen Avatar?
Neither of you?
Oh, don't worry. No, okay. I got like halfway through every single time. No joke. Every single time I get halfway through Avatar, something would come up and I have to go up and leave. This happened like 3 to 5 times, and after that, it's such a long movie. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I don't
Dude,
feel like
you just gotta
finishing.
start it on where you left off, brother.
I can't do that though. It will drive me bonkers. I'll sit there and I'm like,
I'll be honest, I liked Avatar 2 more than Avatar 1. Like,
oh no. If I want to watch Avatar, just watch that episode of South Park Dances with Smurfs.
There you go.
never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty much what they said. It's like Kevin Costner dances with wolves, except for guys going in and dancing with Smurfs.
I'm gonna watch the
Smurfs
Riff
are like
Tracks.
6'12". And
Makes
Wait,
sense.
Riff Tracks did Avatar.
Riff Tracks did Avatar.
I
Yeah,
thought they did low budget films.
they do both.
Oh,
Yeah, they did all the Star Wars, and yeah, they'll make fun of anything. It doesn't matter.
all right.
Yeah.
It's easy to do. It's for some of them.
The low budget ones,
Wait, doesn't Avatar 2 have some
it's
blue
easier to get
titties
the
like,
copyright stuff
with
for
nipple
it.
and all?
I don't think they got the full blue titties, but they do got some like blue ass and blue titties.
Well,
but it's,
like what's her
covered.
face in X-Men?
Mystique,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Mystique,
Mystique. Yeah, but the
yeah.
nipples covered. It don't count.
Who was the actress?
Jennifer Lawrence, man. Yeah, I know about
Oh.
Mystique.
Jennifer Lawrence was the new
No,
actor.
she's the new one.
Oh, really?
The original in the first X-Men 1 and 2.
She was hot.
She has 3 names.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
No. She was married to John Stamos for back in the 90s.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
No.
I don't know.
Well, he's looking that up. Okay, so there's a line in this movie of
Hugh Jackman.
Emily Rose. Crazy people don't know they're crazy. Yeah, they do.
Not
we
always.
work in the mental health field. They know that they have symptoms. And
I feel like once you get there, but until you get there, then you don't know.
maybe,
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
They could.
That's
And
true.
also, like, think about how far like our mental health has gone from back then to now.
When did this take place? The original,
The
Like
original
19
case.
Give me the history.
The original case. So it started, I want to say, in like '68. The
60s mental health
yeah,
bad.
the not actress, the person that this is based off, loosely based off of, Annalise McHale. Couple things to note. So I was in Germany, 1968, and also grew up in a staunchly religious household.
Sure.
Their mother was staunchly Catholic. Apparently, from reports at the time, made them pray multiple times a day. And then, if anything that they felt was inappropriate, they would dole out punishments accordingly. Yeah, it was a rough time, allegedly. So. Yeah, it started when she was like 16 years old. She had one seizure, like just pretty much just blacked out. The other students in the classroom said it looked like she was in a trance, which is, well, anyone that's knows anything about epilepsy, there's of course various stages of seizures, and there's one apparently in women where they'll sit there and out of nowhere they'll just kind of like zone out. Like, it's more common in women versus men, I guess.
Just the brain checks out kind of thing.
Yeah, I just kind of type
Right.
deal. Yeah. And so that could have been it. And then later, like, the seizures started to progress. Got put on medication. Medication was making it worse. And then later on, or like she was trying and everything. Then the family was like, you know what? No. She's possessed because she's talking about having ideation or believing she's possessed by the devil himself.
Okay.
And then all this other stuff. And And then it just boiled up to a point where the family actually cut. And keep in mind, she was in college at this point in time, so she was legally an adult. But because of the deterioration of her mental health, I don't know if the family had more control, but family cut off all contact with, like pretty much just stopped treatment completely, stopped using medications, went full, put all their chips in the religious bucket, and she ended up having like 67 exorcisms performed in 11 months. Fun fact on that, apparently the bishop at the time, who has to authorize the exorcism, actually ordered the exorcism be kept a secret. So, excuse me. So yeah, and sometimes she would undergo like 2 exorcisms a week, which is a very trying. And yeah, by the end of it, she lost so much weight. She had like fractured her teeth. She broke her kneecaps. Priest in charge of it actually got a 6 months suspended sentence for negligence, and the family
Negligent manslaughter.
Negligent manslaughter, yes. And then the family did not get charged because the jury felt that they had suffered enough.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So that's the true story of what this is based on.
The recordings were fairly fascinating,
And
too.
Mystique, Rebecca Romaine.
That's 2 names.
It used to be Rebecca Romaine Stainless, and they divorced. So, she jumps out the window, and she's running for it. I thought that was funny. She jumped out a 2nd-story window and just was running. Not hurt, apparently. She's just running.
She got that devil in her.
And then the face she makes in the barn is ridiculous, is what I have written. There's a face she does that's just... I can't even do it, where she scrunches her face. It's like, what?
Like when you try to take a poop really hard?
Literally, that's what my girlfriend said. It's like, it looks like when you're trying to take a shit. And it was like, oh my God. Yeah, literally.
I get it. We've all been there, right? Yeah.
And then...
What names did she mention in the barn when she was possessed? Again.
Dalton.
I remember Nero.
Dude, I'll be honest, I don't even know.
So...
I heard her say, like, Satan or Lucifer or something.
I heard Lucifer, but besides that, I don't know. But she was saying a bunch of names.
Was she?
No.
I couldn't understand.
She was like...
Oh, okay.
So, according to reports, she stated she was possessed by 6 different demons. Lucifer was one of them. Hitler, Cain, Judas, and... Wait, that's 5. Lucifer...
You memorized them?
Cain, Hitler, Judas, Fleischmann, and one other one. It was a disgraced priest back in like something.
No, I've heard the name.
And there was one more. I completely spaced it. My bad.
Huh. No, I'm surprised you had that many. Jeez.
It's a good amount,
okay.
man. All we have is Lucifer.
Yeah, that's the only thing I heard.
Okay. I mean, this was based off the actual case. They had recordings and they had labeled them. Yeah. So, yeah, let's see.
Yeah, and the dad catching a horse to the chest was not very spooky. It was kind of more comical than anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of comical.
Yeah, this movie, if you're going in for scares, it's not really... It's not a good one for just strictly scares.
Yeah, no.
You're better off watching like a cheesy jump scare movie.
You know what would be a fun one? Grave Encounters.
That is a good one.
Yeah, they did a sequel to that and everything.
I think they did 3, didn't they?
There was supposed to be a 3rd one, but I think the 3rd one got, unfortunately... I can't find the 6th one. That's all right, but the 3rd one, unfortunately, got canceled. Like the studio fell through or something. Same with like The Tunnel. They're supposed to do a sequel to The Tunnel. And that one also fell through.
Because my next note is guilty but free to go. The priest is found guilty, but the jury is like,
time served.
Give him time served, he's free to go.
That's pretty. Hence that's what happened to the actual. He was sentenced, but the sentence was suspended.
Yeah.
So for negligence, and
he got 3 years on probation and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's pretty much they commuted it or something like that. Yeah, no, dude.
That's it for my notes.
Damn.
I usually have like a lot of notes.
Another thing, during the court case, the priest was all like, the injuries that she had was the stigmata. And I'm like, I don't recall broken kneecaps being stigmata. But I don't know.
Interestingly enough, okay, so
Indubitably.
Broken kneecaps was a common thing for people being crucified. If they lived long enough, the Roman centurions would break the kneecaps to prevent them from pushing up to breathe. So then it would kill them. But Jesus didn't. He was dead before they could do that. They broke the other guy's kneecaps, and then they went to him and
get his legs, Judas.
He had already died.
That's crazy.
So that was a common thing back then during crucifixions.
And that crucifixion was probably one of the most common forms of execution.
I don't think it was that common actually.
Oh, what?
It was saved for stuff they wanted to make a point about.
Oh, for people they want to make an example of.
Right, because they'd be out there for days, and they'd be alive for a couple days.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fucked
Crucifixion was gnarly.
Oh.
Do you think was the first guy to be like, I know Jesus?
Who what?
Who was like the first guy to be like, I know Jesus, and then he got crucified? Or doesn't it say Jesus got crucified first or something?
First? No, it was a common Roman practice.
They was just crucifying people for like stealing or something?
Yeah, the two guys. Okay, so there's three guys on the cross when Jesus was crucified. One's over here, Jesus in the middle. This is typically how it's portrayed. One of them was a thief. I think they were both thieves. So maybe they were trying to make a point, like don't steal, kind of thing. This is what's going to happen to you. So and then Jesus just kind of was up there too. Mm-hmm. He hadn't stolen anything, but
he was talking his shit.
They didn't like what he was saying. So I don't know.
You know what? You need to shut your mouth. Dink.
But then also a stigmata in Catholicism is typically hands and feet, and you're bleeding from it, that sort of thing. Because Jesus was poked in the side also by a spear after he had died. Because they wanted to make sure he was dead.
That's crazy.
So they poked him with a spear.
Oh yeah, the crap. I remembered the name of it. It was a famous spear. Yeah, actually, at one point in time was believed to have been used by Charlemagne, and
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he actually was undefeated in battle until he accidentally dropped it.
Huh?
Like according to the rumor.
Damn.
According to legend.
Yeah, I know in the church, like they have like him usually like cut up right here or something like that, right in his ribs.
The spear of
who? Jesus?
Yeah.
Right. It's from the poke.
Is it only in like Catholic religions that churches in, or no? Like
that what?
Only in like Catholic churches, like where Jesus is poked in the ribs, or no?
Catholic and Catholic branches, like the Lutheran and the like shoot-offs kind of thing, use a lot more depictions of Jesus than non-Catholic and just the non kind of things. Mm-hmm. They typically use just a cross.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Whereas, like Mormons, they use pictures, but it's more like the depiction, just the face, not the actual crucifixion scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know. It's interesting.
So yeah, I guess Catholics. Yeah, it's mainly a.
But
Catholic
where's
thing.
he in in Judaism?
What?
What?
Oh, we're not touching this.
I'm kidding.
I'll tell you afterwards, but we're not touching this.
Why,
Well, do you got anything else to add to this movie, Dalton? Is there anything I missed that you think I should? Okay, so if you've seen our Exorcist videos, the Exorcist video, I don't like The Exorcist. I don't think it's a good movie. It has some cool parts, but yeah, I don't like possession films. They bore me. It's the same thing every time. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
For me, like the real, like kind of.
I'm also okay. So I don't know if I want to get into that. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Oh,
get into it, man. Get into it.
All right, I'm not Catholic. It's always Catholic.
Well, Catholicism is the main religion that does exorcisms, from my understanding, right? So
I'm pretty sure, man. Yeah.
But if you look, okay, so then we go down a whole religious path. Because, like, when exorcisms were done in the Bible, all this stuff of, like, we spent hours reading things, that's not what happened.
No. But I'm pretty sure not all
they took, like, 10 seconds, and then it was done.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the Possession, the film with the Dybbuk box, that was a Jewish exorcism.
Is that like 2009 one?
I think so. With
and they're, like, in, like, a morgue?
Yeah, at the end where the guy's like, oh, bees, ooh.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that movie's
I
pretty
remember.
crazy too.
Yeah.
That's
A
it.
client and I would literally we watch it and we started laughing at that one scene and randomly whenever we see each other we just look at each other and go like, oh, bees, ooh.
That's awesome.
That show's a trip, man.
Oh, yeah. So,
But that's why, I don't know. Possession movies just annoy me.
Possession was good. The one with the guy that plays the dad in Supernatural. I can't remember his name.
I know
Sam
you're
and
not, I think I
Dean's
have it. I think I have
Yeah.
it in one of my movie
Yeah.
stacks somewhere. I think I have that movie.
But he's a good actor. So, and that film was good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
What would you give this movie out of a 10?
I don't know, man. Coming from like a
Because you got nostalgia with it, and that's
Yeah.
cool. I get that. I like movies that a lot of folks don't like.
I don't know, for me, like, the real creepy factor of this movie is, like, wondering whether it could be real or fake, and I understand, like, you guys probably have more knowledge on, like, the history of exorcisms and stuff like that, but for me, like, growing up and, like, seeing this movie, like, coming from, like, a super religious family,
Uh-huh.
it was super freaky, like, wondering, like, whether it was real or fake, and even when the courtroom they're talking about it, they're like, there is no facts to prove that it didn't happen or it did happen.
Right.
Yeah, it's like,
And
what
yeah.
if they did go for, like, standard medicine and it didn't work, and then... Like, what if the, like,
Well,
this whole exorcism was to prove that, like, there are angels and demons?
Uh-huh.
But for me, I don't know. I can't even give it that high of a rating because it's not a good movie. I'd give it, like, a 5 out of 10. If you...
And you picked it.
Yeah, I picked it, but, like...
I think that's the
growing
lowest
up-
score we've had on this.
Really?
show. Yeah.
Whoa, no. My my Exorcist one was way low.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end we usually I don't know. What do you give it?
I'll probably give it a 3. I'm not going to watch it again. I'm not going to suggest people to watch it. So
So at that point, you know,
it was
it's
boring. I don't know.
Probably, you know, factor in the middle. So 4 on average.
And the girl looked like a catcher's mitt. So.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're super religious and, like, you are... I don't know, just wanting something to kind of, like, watch. It's more of a thriller than an actual horror movie. I'd recommend it, but I would not actually recommend this to watch ever again. Or
If you want something
yeah.
similar, just stick to the Conjuring films, honestly.
Yeah, The Conjuring's better.
Yeah, Conjuring. Yeah, it's
The
better.
Devil
than
made me
yeah.
do it.
Devil made me do it. Sinister, bro. Just go watch that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
This is the
Same
trash.
director,
Yeah.
different film. Yeah. Oh, and even The Black Phone, also
Everything.
fantastic film.
Yeah.
I mean, Ethan Hawke, man,
Huh.
is a really good actor. So
Well, there
Doctor
you go.
Strange
So yeah, if you're gonna watch something, go watch Sinister. Don't watch this.
No.
or The Black Phone.
If you grew up in a really religious family, though, and you're kind of, like, on the fence about superstitions and stuff, like, whether ghosts are real or aren't real, I would recommend it, but... I don't know. It's not a good movie. If you're not into any of that and you don't have childhood nostalgia, don't recommend.
Didn't age well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I get that. All right. Well, I mean, that kind of wraps it up for this.
All right. Well, I mean,
You got anything else you want to say, Dalton? I mean, you want to plug your TikTok?
Introverted weeb.
nice.
I like anime, and then if you want to see me flex, yeah, go check that out. That's
he's one of those he's a gym rat.
uh-huh,
So, yeah.
gym rat. I want to be a bodybuilder, but I don't got the discipline for it, so we're just going for high benches.
I'm a gym rat too.
I'm just a rat. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
That's right.
Oh, God.
All right.
All right.
That's
well,
it.
Well,
See you
thanks
next
for
time.
watching, and as always, stay demented.